Welcome to this special edition of What's Your Goliath, the Black History Legacy Series. This February, we're shining a spotlight on the remarkable stories of Black individuals who faced their Goliaths. Whether societal barriers, systemic injustices, or personal struggles, and emerged victorious, leaving a legacy of strength, courage, and inspiration. Each episode in this series will explore the battles they fought, the victories they won, and the lessons they passed on to us. These stories remind us that no matter the odds, resilience and determination can slay even the biggest of giants. Join us as we honor their legacies and find strength in their stories of overcoming to fuel our own journeys and defy logic. Here, discretion is advised. I was born without a name, or rather the world didn't see fit to give me one. To them, I was merely property, a tool to be used and discarded at will. But I knew even as a boy that I was destined for something greater. You see, I was denied the simplest of things: a family, an education, and freedom. Yet I found myself drawn to the letters and words. The first time I held a book in my hand, my heart stirred with hope. My master's wife began to teach me the alphabet. But when her husband discovered this, he scolded her harshly. He said, "If you teach him to read, it will forever unfit him to be a slave." Those words, meant to suppress me, ignited a fire within me. I realized that knowledge was power, and I vowed to learn at all costs. I would sneak pieces of bread to poor white boys in exchange for their lessons. With every letter, every syllable, I felt chains fall away from my spirit. Years passed, and I began to speak out, quietly at first, but soon louder, with boldness. I found courage in the faces of others who suffered as I did. I taught my fellow enslaved people to read and write, risking everything to give them the tools to dream of freedom. But my greatest challenge came when I decided to escape. It was a cold, harrowing journey. I disguised myself as a sailor, clutching papers that barely passed for legitimate. My heart pounded with every step, every whistle of the train. When I finally crossed the line into freedom, the air felt lighter, the sky brighter. But I knew my work had just begun. I became a speaker, a writer, and a relentless advocate for justice. My voice reached those who refused to see the humanity in us. I challenged them to confront their own conscience. And when they asked me to speak about freedom on the 4th of July, I stood before them unwavering. What to the American slave is your 4th of July? I asked. I answer, a day that reveals to him more than all other days in the year the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is the constant victim. The room fell silent. I could feel their unease, but I didn't falter. The sunlight that brought life and healing to you has brought stripes and death to me. This 4th of July is yours, not mine. But I didn't stop there. I called upon them to rise higher, to make those ideals of liberty and justice a reality for all. For how could a nation claim greatness while its people were bound in chains? And so I became a living testament to the power of perseverance, knowledge, and unyielding faith in justice. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. I often said, my life became proof of that truth. No chain is unbreakable, no dream unattainable, and no injustice insurmountable. My name is Frederick Douglass. What's your Goliath? Change your thinking, change yourself, change your world, defy logic.
Have a story about overcoming a Goliath by changing your thinking, yourself, and your world? We want to hear from you. Let your story motivate others to face their Goliaths and defy logic.